Welcome to the quietest ones in the room with your host, Trey. Thank you once again for clicking on this video. Man, I have something that I definitely want to get into it with you about, which is, before I forget, it'd be inappropriate if I didn't say this. State the obvious. Just the mere fact that you clicked onto this video and you are listening, you are the most beautiful, the most intelligent people on the face of the planet. Thank you once again. Let's jump into it. So, Captain America, A Brave New World came out this past weekend, on the 14th to be exact, V-Day. And people have been talking about the ratings, the gross, the ticket sale, all of it. But we'd be remiss not to talk about a few things that I want to discuss in this conversation. So look, to be transparent, to be upfront, I am a huge Captain America fan. I mean, how could you not be a Captain America fan? When you go back to that first Captain America movie that they came out with Chris Evans, incredible how they introduced Captain America to us. And then you had Captain America come back again and again and again and again. So we had Captain America, the first Avenger. That was back in 2011. Incredible movie. Then we had Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Oh my God, he fought Iron Man. Amazing. Then we had Captain America, Civil War. Oh man. No. That's the one where he fought Iron Man. I got my Captain Americas mixed up, but see, I caught it. You might have remembered, but I remembered, and I caught it. And now we have Captain America, Brave New World. I've seen all the Captain Americas. As a disclaimer, every single one of them. And I'm not. This is look. If you're looking for a review about Captain America, Brave New World, this is not it. I'm not doing that. I'm going to talk about the reception of the movie, the perceptions of the movie, and you be the judge. So, this movie, Captain America, Brave New World, was set to make almost, $100 million in its opening weekend. And it's been proclaimed by much of the media how this movie has outperformed. It's I think the fourth highest grossing movie that's come out on President's Day weekend. The highest, the fourth or something like that. But let's put it into perspective before I really get into what I want to discuss. No, matter of fact, I need to get into it and then I can build from there. That makes sense, right? So let's jump into it. Anthony Mackie, listen, he's a really, really talented actor. I mean, that goes without saying. I've seen him in a lot of different movies, shows, and he's always performed very, very well. And in spite of all that, you have many people discussing how, man, Captain African America, people were saying essentially that this movie wasn't going to be as watched as the previous Captain America because in what world is Captain America black? Now, in the multiverse, you can have any type of Captain America. You can have a Captain America of all shapes, colors, sizes, neurodiverse, all of it. The multiverse takes care of all of that. Okay? But in present day, in this world that we live in, people were saying that Captain America's numbers were not going to perform well because people can't watch a black Captain America. So let's table that. Let's put that there. Because what I want to say is, why can't I say what I'm about to say when everybody else gets to say that? Why can't I point out something else as well? I mean, look, people go to the family. Oh, sorry, people go to the movies with their family and enjoy the popcorn and the nachos and the soft drink. You enjoy these moments. Going on a date the first time to see something like Captain America, a Brave New World. You take your son, your daughter for the first time to watch a movie like this. Your family are all pack into one vehicle and go enjoy the movies in the theater, especially after COVID when people became leery of going into public spaces and being around people. We're back. You can now go out in public and enjoy thyself. So that's what people did. But I'd be remiss if I don't point out something that no one is talking about, which is, I'm going to tell you why these numbers of this Captain America, why, while it's being painted that it grossed so much on its opening weekend, I want to give you some numbers, okay? So Captain America, the first Avenger, in its opening week domestically, made $65 million. Captain America, the Winter Soldier, grossed $95 million domestically. Captain America, Civil War, grossed $179 million domestically. Captain America, Brave New World, domestically in its opening weekend, grossed $88 million. So that means that there were two Captain Americas, which are the Winter Soldier and Civil War, that outperformed the current Captain America, Brave New World. Now, what I want to point out to you is, that's just if you're going by the gross. But let's talk about it. Inflation. You know that thing, inflation? You know the thing, inflation? Inflation. When you really break it down and you look at the ticket prices and the estimated tickets sold, Captain America Brave New World sold 7.4 million tickets. Civil War sold 18.8 million tickets. The Winter Soldier sold 10 million tickets. The first Avenger sold 8.1 million tickets. So, let it be said that the Brave New World Captain America with Anthony Mackie sold less tickets than every Captain America that has been released in theaters in its opening weekend. And so what I want to bring to you is what I think you're not going to hear publicly, maybe not yet, maybe after I say this, somebody's going to take it and some popular media talking head is going to take my talking point, which is Anthony Mackie. And while he's an incredible actor playing in this role, I want to tell you something. Many families, conservative families to be exact, all across this nation, didn't go and see this Anthony Mackie movie. Not because he was black. Maybe some people, maybe some. But unless you've been under a rock, we all are aware that many people, when they see someone on the screen for the first time, they do some research. They look into what have they done before in the past? What else have they been in? Anthony Mackie played a role that many conservatives in this country would never go to the theaters and support someone playing probably the top 10 superheroes that represent America to the world. It was a hard stop for them. And I'm going to tell you this event, this occasion that had occurred. And maybe you don't watch this show, so you would never know. But there was a show on Netflix, very popular, called it's called Black Mirror, where Anthony Mackie played a role where it was him as a homosexual man who was married. And many people who became aware of that could not go to the theaters and support him as a lead hero in America, representing America. They couldn't do it. And this, in my opinion, is why you had less people, 7.4 million tickets sold to go and see the newest rendition of Captain America. Now, you're going to hear the media say it broke all these different types. They can skew it any way in which they desire to. How to win. And look, I mean, 88 million in an opening weekend. That's nothing to, balk at. Those are pretty solid numbers. But it could have been more. It could have been more. And I think what hurt Anthony Mackie and his depiction of being a hero is his prior role in representing the LGBTQ community. People are like, I'm not taking my family to see that. And hearing that would definitely upset many people. But it's just a theory that just might be true. Doesn't take away from his talent. He's very talented. But it seems to me in America, no one wants their hero, the superhero, to have any at all ties to any LGBTQ roles. If you're playing the villain, sure. The villain, yeah, villains are very complex in that way, villain, sure. But when you are the lead superhero, no, not in America. And because of it, it shows in the box office and it shows in the reviews. And so the amount of people who've been speaking negatively about Captain America Brave New World, is it really that surprising? Because is it really even about his performance? Or is it a deterrent so people don't go watch him on the big stage and he represents Captain America, Captain African America to the world? And then they're like, oh, what else has he been in? And the kids go looking and they watch that and like, no. So everybody else gets to say why the reviews are bad, why it didn't gross as much as they thought it should have. But the mere fact that the amount of tickets sold were less than all the Captain Americas. We got to go back to 2011. It is 2025. We got to go back to 2011 with the first Captain America, and it did not outperform that Captain America in tickets sold. 88 million doesn't get you as many eggs as it would have gotten you back in 2011. Ticket sales are lower for this movie than they've ever been out of every Captain America. And it is not by mistake. We've already heard people are fed up with politicizing movies and shows and music and live events. People are fed up with the circus and quote unquote the woke agenda. And so another thing that I came out thinking about as I analyzed this movie and its performance over the weekend is people really have gotten it in their minds, some people, that because Donald Trump won and they see what Doge is doing and it's just going at fast pace, that there's like some letting up, like, you know, a group of people have conceded their wins. No, people who were fed up are still fed up and they're still acting in accord, and it will affect movie numbers, music numbers, the live event numbers, all of it. It's going to affect all of it. So that's my take. Captain America, Brave New World, fun, incredible movie. But for some, that Black Mirror show can never be erased out of their minds. Until next time.